Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with WWE superstar Wade Barrett. Now, first and foremost, I gotta ask, this Wade Barrett action figure, okay, is this your first action figure?
That one is indeed my first action figure.
This is your first action figure?
Yeah.
Now, being a WWE superstar, what does it mean to you to have your first action figure?
H a few years ago where he said, you know, you've really made it as a superstar when you get your first action figure, and that really sums up how I feel about getting this. I mean, it's great to be on the show, it's great to be a part of it, but to see my friends' kids in the UK actually playing with my action figure and fighting with John Cena with it and things like that, it's really cool. It's an amazing thing. It's very difficult to put into words, but I was very proud when that came out.
How do you feel about being one of the premier superstars for the game this year?
Well, that in itself is a really cool thing too. I mean, I used to play all the WWE games as a kid. I used to play as guys like Papa Shango and Shawn Michaels, the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith, all those guys, and I used to love playing it. And obviously I dreamed about one day actually being on the game itself. So for this year to actually be on one of the main superstars on there, I think the difference between the character on the game now and the downloadable character, which I had last year, is that the graphics are so much better, the moves are a lot more accurate. They've had somebody with all sensors all over their body mapping my exact movements when I hit my finish and do all my signature moves and things like that. So to be actually on there this year is incredible. I'm really looking forward to getting a chance to play as it later.
Now, have you actually gotten a chance to play the game?
No, not yet. I've seen a video of it. I've seen some footage. I know we've got all the setup over here to start playing, so as soon as I've done all my interviews and things like that today, I'm going to have a go on there and probably get destroyed. I'm not very good at it, but yeah, it should be a lot of fun to play.
Now, I know in the past year, you've been one of the hottest rising WWE superstars. You've had, obviously, your success with the Nexus, your success with the Core. Can you tell us what's in store for Wade Barrett next?
Well, at the moment I've got a big match lined up with Daniel Bryan tomorrow at SummerSlam, so I'm looking forward to taking him on. He's kind of an arch nemesis of mine. We've got a bit of history through the Nexus, through NXT, and lately he won the Money in the Bank for SmackDown, which is something I really wanted, so I'm quite jealous of him at the moment. So I'm looking forward to getting in the ring and slapping him around tomorrow and defeating him. And once I'm done with him, I want to go on and make a challenge for the World Heavyweight title, be it Christian or Randy Orton, whoever's the champion after SummerSlam tomorrow. I want to be challenging them, and I want to become England's first ever World Heavyweight champion.
Sounds good. Now, one last question before we go. A new feature in this game is the Create an Arena mode. You can create any kind of arena you want. Now, if you could create an arena, what would Wade Barrett's customized arena be?
Well, there's two arenas I'd really like to make. The first one would be Wembley Stadium in England. SummerSlam was held there back in 1992. It's a very historic building in the UK, a very historic stadium, so I'd love to create that. It's where the English national soccer team plays, and I'm a huge soccer fan. So I'd really like to have a match there, and in this video game I'll be able to create that arena and do that. The other thing I'd like to do, when I first started performing and wrestling back in 2004. It was way before I came to WWE. I had my first ever match in a very, very small building. It was a community centre over in Cardiff in Wales in the UK. So I'd love to recreate that building and maybe recreate the characters who were involved in my first ever match all those years ago. And you know, it's a very tiny building, so it won't take me very long to recreate. But I'd love to recreate that and just play as that, you know, just to get the memories going from that first ever match that I had and try and recreate that moment, which I think would be really cool.
Sounds good, sounds awesome. Now, thank you very much.
Thank you.
You've been awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, Wade Barrett.
Thank you very much.